So this treadmill behind me, this is a NordicTrack. This is the Commercial X 22i. But once I finish my workout, as of lately, running has been my motivation, my inspiration, has been my therapy, all right? I always try to get a good 30-minute run in. Now the camera that I'm using right here, it's only gonna let me record for 29 minutes and 59 seconds. But the objective is to just go 25 minutes plus. I'm gonna check back in after the run.
Mastermind.
Yeah, I had to inhale, exhale. I had to let the smoke out. I had to go within. If I really wanted to heal myself, I had to respect myself. I had to communicate better. See, at the end of the day, it's all about continuing hope and maintaining inspiration. See, the power lies within each and every one of us. But guess what? We gotta conquer the power within. See, our own mind can be a detriment, and we don't understand how to unlock our true potential. See, we all have a unique set of capabilities and talent, but too often we let our own minds hold us back from discovering what's right in front of us. We like to compare ourselves. See, I want to see what the Tom, Dick, and Harris got going on. I want to see what Mr. Jones and Mrs. Jones got going on. We like to compare ourselves. We know comparison is the thief of joy, so we can't worry about that. If we want success, then we got to understand failure is a part of success, and it will not define us in the beginning, but it's how we end, it's how we finish, it's the result. But see, the truth is, we all are on our own journey on the yellow brick road, and it's not fair to compare ourselves to a starting point to someone else's finish line. Understand Philosophy 101. I want to challenge you today to look within yourself for opportunity to discover your own unique capabilities and talents. You are the key to your own success, and no one else can unlock your potential for you. No one else can unlock your potential for you. See, I know that this process is not always easy, but it can be filled with fear, doubt, lack of confidence. But I want to remind you that your feelings are not uncommon. See, we all have to go through this so we can grow through this. You know, it's all a part of human experience. See, but they do not dictate your actions and limit your potential, because you can do it if you put your mind to it. I want to talk about the power of a paradigm shift. We all operate with a certain set of operation on the daily. See, we get caught up in our own daily plan of action that lead us to a dead end. See, we got to take a detour sometime on the yellow brick road if we want to make it happen. You know, we can shift our paradigm if we look at things from a different lens, from a different perspective. You know, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and new paths to success. Understand, see, I want to urge you to take a deep dive within yourself. I want you to look within. I want you to uncover your own unique capabilities and talents, your skill sets. See, I want you to shift your paradigm, and I want you to look at things from a different lens, a different perspective. See, I want you to take action. I want you to work towards unlocking your true potential. See, you're capable of so much more than you know of. You have the power to conquer your own mind and achieve greatness. You should never give up. Always strive for greatness and believe in yourself. You gotta have faith that you can do it, and you can stay consistent, persistent. You can stay determined. See, we all gonna have struggles. We all gonna have doubts and fears, but what makes us human is what makes us unique. See, understand that we're all special by facing our adversity and facing the hurdles, the obstacles, and we're able to understand better for ourselves when we go through the experience. See, you gotta understand that your purpose is a part of what drives your passion and why you're here. That is what leads you to greatness. See, check this out. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. So let the journey start with self-discovery and unlocking your true potential. See, if you want to reach your highest human potential, then you want to chase your dreams and you want to let yourself make you a mark on the world. Then you want to leave your legacy, leave your mark on the world. See, I can't stress to you enough the importance of not letting others dictate the structure of your life and not conforming to society. See, your family, your friends, and even strangers can sometimes impose their own beliefs and values on you. But it's important to remember that you are unique. You are a unique individual. You have your own goals and aspirations, and you should go for them. Jump off the porch, handle business. We should not be afraid to focus on what's right in front of us, to pursue our own passions and dreams. It is not always easy to go against the grain. You gotta go against the grain. grain, and it's not gonna be easy, but trust me, it's worth it in the long run because you're running a marathon, and it's important to be your true self and be true to yourself. So you gotta be authentic and not be afraid to be different, to make your own path on the journey. See, sometimes you gotta take a detour on the yellow brick road, but guess what? It's gonna lead to the journey. It's gonna lead you down the way so you can make it to your destination. But at the end of the day, you are the only one who will live with the consequences of your actions and your choices that you make. So today, I want you to be courageous. I want you to stand up for what you believe in and focus on what is right in front of you. And remember, you are the architect of your own life. Go make a masterpiece. Let's work. Let's work. Let's work.
To know that we're all travelers on the journey and we gotta weather the storm, whether rain, sleet, or snow, I had to make sure that my mental capacity umbrella didn't have no holes in it. I had to make sure I was carrying the proper mindset, I was prepared, and I was ready to go. See, there's one mindset that affects us all at some point in our lives, and that's lacking limitation. See, this mindset tells us that we're not good enough, there ain't enough to go around, and that we're limited in some type of way of what we can have and what we can achieve. See, this is a negative vibration. We gotta raise our frequency. This negative mindset can hold us back from seeing the world as it truly is, full of possibilities and opportunities. See, it's important to know that lacking limitation is not who you are. We're capable of so much more than we know of. We have the power within us to break free from this mindset and embrace an abundance mentality that will open up a whole new world of possibilities. See, what does it mean to be abundant? See, it's a positive and empowered belief that there's more than enough to go around, that we're capable of achieving greatness, and that our success is not limited by external factors. See, it's about taking control of our life and doing what you gotta do. It's about achieving our dream and taking the proper action steps. See, we gotta do the work. We gotta make sure we stay focused. See, the first thing we need to do is be open-minded about new opportunities. See, this means looking for opportunities in every situation. Even when things seem challenging, we gotta embrace the challenge. See, people with an abundance mindset, they see opportunities. They don't see obstacles. See, you know what? We need to give and be generous with our gifts and our talents. See, by giving to others, we create a cycle of abundance that benefits everyone around us. And when we give, we attract positive energy and opportunities into our lives. See, we also need to take responsibilities. We gotta hold ourselves accountable for our lives. See, people with this type of mindset, they don't blame other people. They not blaming nobody for their circumstances, because we can't do that. But instead, you gotta take control and make positive changes. See, we need to focus on what we can do rather than what we can't. We gotta make sure that we're steering the correct path on the yellow brick road. See, having faith is also important. What are your morals, your values? How do you carry yourself? See, an abundance mindset is about having faith in ourselves and in the universe. See, we gotta have faith. We gotta trust that everything will work out in our favor. We just gotta believe. See, we gotta make sure we surround ourselves with the right people, positive people that can support us and have a huge impact on our mindset. When we achieve our goals, we want to make sure we got the right people sitting down at the round table. See, it's important to focus on our strength and use them to create value for ourselves and others. And by focusing on our strength, focusing on what we're good at, we can build the confidence. We can achieve greater success. We can stay persistent on the journey, consistent. And when it comes to an abundance mindset, success does not come overnight. See, we need to be willing to work hard, persevere through the challenges, and never give up on our dreams. And this requires dedication and commitment. We gotta practice gratitude, because this is also essential to the process if you want to actually shift your paradigm and your operation on the daily. You want to be grateful for everything in your life, big or small. Understand how to be thankful. See, this is about understanding that this is a key to happiness and fulfillment. By being grateful, we attract more positive energy into our lives. You got to be mindful of where you place your thoughts. Metacognition. Do you understand where your thoughts are being placed? Because that is what's creating your reality. People that have an abundance mindset, they are aware of their thoughts. They're aware of how the thoughts have an impact on their reality, on their life. But you gotta choose to focus on the positive and create a positive mindset that empowers you to achieve greatness. You gotta have a burning desire. See, at the end of the day, the only limits that you have are the ones that you place on yourself. At the end of the day, the only limits that you have are the ones that you place on yourself. So change the way that you think. Be open-minded about these new opportunities. Be responsible. Maintain the faith. Surround yourself with positive people and focus on your strength. You too can have an abundance mindset. No lacking limitation. Let's work. See, I had to visualize and internalize myself as the kid version and realize in the past that life was truly meaningful. See, we can't be stuck in the past, but we can reflect and understand how to move forward. See, I'm here to share my story and remind you that your life story is incredibly meaningful. See, you too have purpose in this world, and you should never forget that. Understand, there ain't a single day that goes by where you should feel like you don't matter or that you don't have anything to offer. See, your life story is a beautiful work of art, and it's in progress. See, it's up to you to make it a masterpiece. In the past, see, the past doesn't define you. The past doesn't define you because it's just a reflection of where you've been. See, you're on a yellow brick road, and can't nobody judge you when you moving forward. See, it's the present and the future that matter. See, we gotta move. We gotta keep putting one foot in front of the other because we gotta make a move. See, it's up to you to determine where you go next. See, one of the most powerful things that you could do to conquer your own mind is make sure you stay focused. See, if you want to conquer your own mind, you gotta stay in the present moment. You gotta stay in the current to become the best version of yourself. See, it's not an easy journey, but it's worth it. See, it's all about the results. See, I gotta get an ROI. I need a return on investment. See, this is my story. This is your story. This is our story. This is our story to put together and make it happen. Understand this. See, you have everything you need to succeed within you, and it's up to you to bring it to the surface. It's up to you to use the key to unlock your full potential. Understand this. See, you can cultivate a mindset of abundance, not scarcity, lack, and limitations. See, you gotta face it. You gotta get to it. Put your mind to it so you can do it. See, believe that you have something special to offer to the world and act accordingly. See, this mindset will give you the courage to take risks, the resilience to handle setbacks, and the perseverance to keep going when things get tough. So you gotta keep pushing. Philosophy 101. Your skills and your talents are unique to you, and they are the building blocks of your life story. So you gotta embrace them. You gotta hone them. You gotta share them with the world. See, this is your gift to the universe, and it's what makes you special. See, one of the most beautiful things about life is it's a journey. You're on the yellow brick road, and you're on the yellow brick road to self-discovery. See, as you navigate the twists and turns of your life story, you'll learn more about yourself, and you're gonna discover more and new aspects of your character. See, every experience, good, bad, it doesn't matter. Understand this. See, it has the power to shape you into the person that you are meant to be. You see, in the grand scheme of things, when it's all said and done, we are all just travelers on a journey that we call life. See, we are here to learn, grow, love, and to leave our mark on the world. See, each of us has a unique role to play, and it's up to us to discover what that role is. See, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day routine of life. Philosophy 101. But see, it's essential to remember that life is a gift. See, we can't take it for granted. See, it's a precious fleeting thing that we should never take for granted. See, most of us just kind of let life pass by. We floating around. But see, you gotta make the most of every moment, and you gotta cherish the time you have with the people that you love. And let me tell you something, as you continue on this journey, I want to leave you with a few philosophical insights. See, I want you to think about it. I want you to go within, and I want you to understand that you gotta retain the information that you learn, and then you gotta use it, and you gotta put it in the works. You gotta make sure that you creating the proper experience, you creating the proper environment, and you making the proper decisions. See, you gotta work. See, you gotta be true to yourself. You are unique, and that's what makes you special. Don't try to be someone that you're not, because you'll never be happy. Let me tell you something. Have faith on the journey. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, but every experience has the power to shape you into the person that you are meant to be. See, you're working to become the highest human potential that you can possibly become, because you deserve it. You deserve it. See, every moment is a gift. You gotta cherish the time that you have and make the most out of every opportunity. So today, I want you to stay focused. I want you to stay determined. I want you to put the work in. Don't worry about what they got to say. It's all about your life story. Let's work. See, I had to put my time in. I had to make sure that everything I was working on was going to pay off in the end. See, it was the result that mattered. It was a process that I didn't really feel like doing, but I understood my why. And I understood that I had purpose, and I was putting my passion and effort exactly where it could. So if I was effectively communicating properly, then I was getting my point across. And see, it's a two-way street. See, I want you to understand that on the yellow brick road, to achieve your goals, you got to effectively communicate. See, I want to put an emphasis on why having a great plan
plan and having it all together. See, it's the journey toward achieving it is what brings you the most joy and growth. See, to start, we understand that having integrity and a foundation for effectively communicating a successful goal is the attaining of the goal that's going to bring us the joy. See, integrity means having a strong sense of right and wrong, being honest and doing what you say you'll do. See, it's the foundation for building trust with others. And when we have integrity, you are able to effectively communicate your plans and ideas, clarity, and confidence. Philosophy 101. When we communicate effectively, we are able to articulate our vision clearly and inspire others to join us on the journey. See, we need to be able to listen to others. We need to be able to pay attention and understand their perspectives and effectively communicate. It's a two-way street. See, you got to be able to listen and understand what somebody else is going through and what they're growing through. See, by being able to provide feedback and incorporating ideas of others, we can strengthen our plans and improve our outcomes. However, understand that we must trust the journey toward our goal, and just as important, we gotta stay focused on the outcome. See, you're gonna have to do some things that you might not feel like doing, but you gotta put the work in. See, it's a process if you wanna make progress. We gain insight, we build newfound awareness, and we grow as individuals. See, the challenge that we face along the way helps us develop resilience and persistence. And the lessons that we learn become valuable tools for future success. See, the key is to focus on our energy and our effort, our passion that we put into things that matter most. See, we need to prioritize our time and invest it in people and activities that bring us joy and fulfillment. See, time is one of the most valuable resources that we have, and we must use it wisely. We must be smart with our time. By doing so, we can maintain our motivation and momentum toward our goals. See, we gotta achieve, we gotta believe in ourselves. See, understand that when you communicate effectively, you maintain the integrity and your focus on your energy and where you put in your effort toward what's crucial in life. See, the factors of achieving success and happiness in life is where you want to be. You want to be on the right side of the fence. See, you want to make sure that you maintain the integrity, prioritize your time, be open to feedback, develop resilience, maintain motivation, seek personal growth, and celebrate your success. To effectively communicate your message to the world, you must maintain the resilience, stay focused, stay dedicated, keep going. Let's work. See, at the end of the day, it's about finishing what you started. Listen, there's going to be people that's going to come along the way and they going to hurt you. And you know what you're going to feel like? You're going to feel like you got to do the same thing that they did to you. But the truth of the matter is, that ain't how your mental capacity work. That ain't how your emotional intelligence work. Listen, have you ever heard the story about the snake that entered the carpenter shop? Listen, it was a curious snake, eager to explore the world around it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the problem is, it crawled into a corner of the shop and it went over the top of a saw and it hurt itself. In that moment, the snake turned and bit the saw. That was a natural reaction. Come on, man, it's a defense mechanism. The snake thought the saw was attacking it, and that's only right. I can see that and I can understand that. Somebody hurt you and you feel like you want to stab them back. You want to get to it. Listen, the snake decided to coil up around it as if it was going to constrict it with its body. Listen, but as the snake shook, it used all of its strength, and it was so unfortunate. The snake ended up being killed by the saw. Listen, 2023 Philosophy 101. You can't get emotional if somebody hurt you. You gotta have strategy. You gotta think it through and understand, do I want to do the same thing back to this person? I need to retaliate. But you're not thinking. You need to slow down. Listen, that's a powerful story. It's a powerful reminder of how we react in certain situations in life. Sometimes we react in anger. We just, man, I wanna fight. I wanna brawl. Let's get it. But you don't know what's gonna happen. You gotta have emotional intelligence because you need to think it through. Thinking about hurting somebody that's to hurt you, man, you only hurting yourself. In life, it's better to not engage in certain situations with certain people or even certain offenses, man. It's not for you, man. Sometimes on the journey, you're gonna have tests and you need to get in there, you need to battle, and sometimes you gotta walk away. Man, the consequences can be irreversible and catastrophic, man. Listen, 2023, we ain't holding no grudges. You gotta forgive, forget, and you gotta let go. You gotta move on, because God trying to take you somewhere. He trying to show you something. He's trying to lead you on the journey. Remember, you're on a yellow brick road, man. Philosophy 101. Man, holding a grudge against someone or something only lowers your vibration. You're gonna lower your frequency? Like you're gonna step in the ring? Dude, man, I don't even got time for that, man. I ain't even moving that way. Listen, you're gonna lower your frequency to the point that you're not even able to interact as intended. You can't even move the way that you want to move because now you operate in a lower vibration. You operate on a lower frequency. Do you think you will find success on a low frequency? I'm gonna tell you right now, it does not exist. And Philosophy 101, we're gonna be successful because we got all the keys, and we got patience, we got discipline, we got dedication, and we got determination. Listen, the snake in this story, man, it's a symbol of how we can react when we feel attacked or hurt. Listen, man, and that's deep. When you get hurt, when somebody hurts you, especially if it's somebody close to you, man, you feel like you want to make them feel the pain. You feel like you want to pay them back, like you owe them something. And the way that you owe them with emotion, because you want them to feel the same way you felt when they hurt you. But let me tell you something. At the end of the day, that is not how it works. You got to keep on moving. Sometimes you just got to observe the situation, and you just got to be patient and wait it out. Because you know what? If you let it go, I guarantee you will move forward. And that's just how it works. At the end of the day, everybody is not in your life for your entire life. People come into your life for a season. There's a reason for the season. They might be there for 6 weeks. They might be there for a month. Who knows? Keep your mind right. Keep your head up. And let's get it. Listen, holding on to your hurt and your anger, that's only gonna damage your mental capacity and your ability to lead. Listen, holding on to anger and hurt is only gonna hurt and damage your mental capacity and ability to lead from a heartfelt place within. Now you think about that, man. The people that you love and the way that you treat them. You treat them with kindness. You treat them with a space that comes from your heart. It comes from within. You buy flowers, you buy gifts. Those people that you love, you ain't got time for holding grudges, man. That's not even why you here. You on a journey of greatness. You ain't got time for holding grudges. We gotta move forward. 2023 Philosophy 101. Check it out, man. Listen, the story of the snake that entered the carpenter shop, it's a powerful reminder that we must learn to forgive and let go of the past. Listen, we must learn to forgive and let go of the past. Holding a grudge against someone or something only lowers our vibration and our frequency. See, listen, if you want to be in that low frequency where you can't attract what you really want to manifest in life, you want success, you want the job, you want the house, you want the car, then guess what you got to do? You got to raise your vibration. And it's some people that the devil gonna put in your line of work on your journey that are meant to lower your vibration and slow you down. But see, I'm running a marathon and I'm on a consistent pace. So you know what? I don't got time for slowing down. I might have to take a detour. I might have to use my emotional intelligence and take a detour and make a different turn. But at the end of the day, I'm still on the yellow brick road. Listen, we got to learn to rise above these situations. We got to learn to rise above these situations because guess what? They're trying to bring us down. Listen, forgive those that hurt you. When you forgive those that hurt you, you can let it go and you can move forward on the yellow brick road. Listen, man, anybody that's ever done anything to you in your life does not mean that you have to go and try to make them feel the same way that they made you feel. At the end of the day, they showing you how you should move. And now that you know how to move, you don't have to include them because you're trying to self-improve. You're going to move a different way. They not in your circle no more. So move around. Let's get it. 2023 Philosophy 101. Listen, I ain't trying to be like the snake in this story. Even if I feel attacked, I'm using emotional intelligence. Sometimes it ain't right for me to react. Listen, I ain't trying to be like the snake. I ain't trying to retaliate. I ain't got time to be trying to attack someone else's mental capacity and their emotional intelligence because they were already emotional because they made a decision to hurt me. Now I'm hurt. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hurt them. Now what do you think that's gonna do to me? How can I raise my vibration trying to compete with this offense? I can't do it. I can't do it in 2023. I'm moving different because I'm different. And I encourage you to do the same thing. I want you to stay inspired, motivated. I want you to handle business. Listen, the man put you here for a reason. and he put you here for the season. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, you get one and done. And we want to make the most out of it. We want to reach our highest human potential. And that's what we're here to do. Listen, we got to strive to be better people. If you want to be a better person, you got to make better decisions for yourself. You got to make better decisions for yourself. And here's what, listen, I want you to remember that sometimes it's better not to engage in certain situations. It's better to not be around certain people. If certain things happen, you have certain encounters, guess what? It ain't meant for you. It ain't meant for you. If somebody does something to you and they hurt you, do you think that hurting them is going to help your situation? Do you think it's going to help your situation? Let me tell you something. It ain't. You wasting energy, and you need that energy on the journey, on the yellow brick road. You need that energy back. I want my return on investment because I came here for something, and I gotta leave with it. I'm Mr. Go Get It and Mr. Come Back with it, because guess what? I'm handling business.
See, I felt like Muhammad Ali. I was ready to float like a butterfly, and I was ready to sting like a bee. See, I wanted to make sure when I landed my first punch, I was ready to take them down. See, boxing is a sport of strategy, skill, and discipline, and it's the test of one's physical and mental fortitude. It requires a strong and resilient spirit just to succeed. See, in boxing, one of the most important techniques is the jab, hook. See, the jab is used to set up the hook, and it's a crucial part of any boxer's arsenal. So you gotta be ready. You gotta be focused. You gotta be ready to handle business. Understand, but the jab hook is not just a technique used in the ring. It's also a metaphor for life. See, you gotta do studies. You gotta do your research. You gotta handle business. See, it's a reminder that in order to succeed in anything, we must first set the stage and lay the foundation. See, you gotta go brick by brick. You gotta handle business. See, we must take the time to establish ourselves and build a reputation. See, we gotta have rapport. See, before we can truly land a punch, we gotta be dedicated. We gotta be determined. We gotta move our feet, and we gotta put ourselves in position. See, in life, the jab represents our ability to provide value to others. It is an act of giving without expecting anything in return. It is the ability to share our knowledge, our expertise, and our experience with others. And in the end, you're helping someone else succeed. It is about being generous with our time, our resources, and making a positive impact on the world. See, you gotta make impact. You gotta think about it first. See, you can't react. You gotta respond, because when you react, you have consequences. But when you respond, you got thought, you got strategy about the people around you, and you finna make it happen. See, when we take enough jabs, we'll be ready to throw the hook. See, it's a setup. When we take enough jabs, we will be ready to throw the hook. See, the hook represents our ability to land the big punch. What's the big deal? The hook represents our ability to land the big punch and achieve our goals. See, it's about being confident, assertive, and taking the initiative to make things happen with no excuse. It's about being bold, daring, putting ourselves out there. So you gotta jump off the porch. But in order to land the hook, we must first build a relationship with our audience. We must establish ourselves as a trusted and respected authority in our field. We gotta master our crowd. We gotta do our 10,000 hours. We must gain the support and loyalty of our tribe and our community. See, this is the setup. This is the setup and finish. See, the art of the jab hook is not just about winning, but it's also about the process of becoming the best version of ourselves. It's about the journey of self-discovery and self-improvement. See, how are you moving on the yellow brick road? Are you self-improving? See, it's about learning to be patient, persistent, and resilient. It's about learning to be humble. See, you gotta stay humble. You gotta stay humble. And you gotta be gracious in victory and defeat. So you gotta know how to be a champion. You gotta know how to be a champion. See, in life, as in boxing, it's not just about the final punch. It's about the journey. See, I traveled. I had to get here. It's about the journey. It's about the process of becoming the best version of ourselves. It's about the journey of self-discovery, self-improvement. It's about learning to be patient, to be persistent and resilient. It's about learning to be humble, to be gracious in victory and defeat. So you gotta stay focused. So you too, you can do it. You can do it. You can maintain. You got stability. You jumped off the porch. You land on 2 feet. handle business. Philosophy 101. Let's work.
Woo! Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I tried to speed up and I tried to make sure that I got to 3 miles before that 29-minute mark. Now, I ain't competing. So normally I run somewhere around 6.3, 6.4 miles. And that's fine for me because I'm just trying to take care of my heart and get my exercise in. But there you have it. We did it. I wanted to make sure that I recorded the entire 3 miles on camera. So we pushed it just a little bit. A professional is probably getting that done in 20 minutes, all right? Probably less than that. But at the end of the day, it's about challenging yourself and taking it to the next level. 1% better every single day. Let's stretch it out.
Mastermind. Sounds from making.
This is one of their biggest treadmills. If I'm not mistaken, there's only one more that's bigger than this one. The incline on this thing goes up to 40. I mean, it's crazy. It's almost directly upright. Like, you gotta hold the handles. But the one thing I like about this treadmill, honestly, is the shock absorption. So at the end of the day, like, I know I would probably rather run outside, but trust me, there's some people that hate running on concrete, and you'll see them running in the grass right beside the concrete. And that's simply because of how much damage the concrete can put on your ankles, your joints, your hips, your knees. And over time, it starts to really beat you up. So when I bought this treadmill, when we got this treadmill and put it in the gym, the whole point was to help people take care of their joints, their hips, their knees, their ankles. So the shock absorption, every time you run, there's a little bit of absorption that the treadmill, the board gives. And it's comfortable, it's smooth. I don't have any complaints about the treadmill. Maybe the track could be a little bit wider, but honestly, I think it's perfect. And just completing that run just kind of shows you how good this treadmill is. So if I had to recommend any treadmill to anybody, I would say, look, go with the NordicTrack, but go with the 22i, go with that Commercial X, the 22i, or the one after that. You invest, you put money into your exercise equipment, you get in, you get out of it what you put in, all right? You go the cheap route, hey, who knows? Hopefully it lasts for you. But listen, for me, Commercial X, 22i, NordicTrack, I put my stamp on that, man. Not to mention, if you want to go with the iFit, go ahead, get the subscription, and go ahead, run with the team. Run with the team, or if you want to run through the hills, run through the hills and get that work in. But I suggest the NordicTrack Commercial X 22i. Let's work.